Because I got some, there's actually like one really funny fucking story.
Yeah.
We can just start with that, honestly.
Okay, fuck yeah. Okay, let's fucking jump right in, bro. Thank you for coming on, dude.
Dude.
I dapped you up when you got here, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, fuck yeah. Dude, and before we even start, bro, Liv said this a second ago, like before you got here, because I don't tell like my roommates who's coming over until like they walk in, just so it's kind of like a surprise. But I was like, okay, I need to make sure, I was like, oh yeah, Jake's coming over tonight for a podcast, because I was like, I'm pretty sure she knows Jake.
Uh-huh.
So I spilled the beans, and she was like, dude, like, Jake has a fresh style, and you pull up and you have these like dangling earrings, like these rings and shit, fucking like that looks like a sofa cover that you like have on, and it looks reversible.
It is. I just choose the patterns because they're cooler.
Dude, the thing, those stripes, that could be a wave. That could be a wave in the right situation.
I think like quilt and shit, like quilt patterns are coming back. Like everyone's starting to do quilting and stuff and knitting, and like it's really in right now. And like it's super cool. I actually got this from the Village Vintage shop, and I'm really thankful for them. And I found the shop that did them, and I like bought some hats from there, but the hats were not up to par with the quilts and jackets, unfortunately, but they were cool. But back to like the story of basically like this we call it the story of day 6. Or don't pull a day 6, because prior to me moving out of my house, I would always like go hotbox my car smoking weed after work with all my homies. Usually out in Guadalupe, like overlooking the oil fields at this one spot. And we're having a good time and shit, like always. But one of these times, I guess we were like, hotboxing the car. I had my drum set in there at the time because I play drums. And then my other homie who's sitting in the back seat worked at the Melodrama. And he had about 2 pounds of popcorn in a trash bag, just like chilling, eating it. And like, that's cool, no worries. And then me and my other homie, they were sitting in the front seat. Went to eat dinner at my work. And we ate a lot of food, like so much food. And I was very full. My other homie was actually sick and like bloated as fuck from eating. Like he had to like pause on the smoke sesh and just like conk out. So then we're driving back because like we see some headlights on the road coming down our way. And we're like, shit, we should leave. And as we're driving by, we're going the speed limit, and like it's a cop pulls right by us, and we're like, oh fuck, man. And we're like, we keep driving the speed limit, but he instantly U-turns, whips around, flashes us. And we're like, no. So he pulls us over. He's like flashing the light in there. He's got like a really gnarly wooden baton with like a finish on it, just like flexing it. Mm-hmm. And they're doing the good cop, bad cop thing. Good cop on my side, bad cop on the passenger side. Like, what are you guys doing here? You guys look pretty fucked up. Look at your homie right here. Like my friend who's like food sick from eating too much. Like he's just like, And just like it just looks bad because like we have like a pound of popcorn and like some drum, like my drum kit and shit. So they make me get out of the car to do a full sobriety test, and like it actually goes really well. It starts out with me walking the straight line, touch your nose, point that way, and then the test I thought was really cool is like the count to 30 in your head and we'll time you. So then I counted 30 in my head. And I got 29 point something, so I passed that. But then what they did to me was like turn around and like put your hands behind your back like you're praying. And I was like, no, this is it. I'm getting handcuffed. I'm getting arrested. And then I did that, and they made me wait for like a full minute, just silence and that. And they're like, all right, you can go. We're gonna give you a warning. You have someone drive you home just to be safe. And I was like, yeah, we can do that. And that was it for that one. But then fast forward 2 weeks later, I just moved into this house in Napomo with all my friends. And at day 6 in the house, I decide to, strip a little bit. And I thought they were bunk because, 3 hours in, they were not working.
Acid or mushrooms?
Mushrooms. So 3 hours in, not feeling anything. I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks. So I take the rest of the bag. An hour passes, not really feeling anything. I think it's about 4.5 or 5 grams total. And I was like, fuck, man, I think they were bunk. And my friends were taking dabs outside, so I took 2 dabs. And I was like freaking out right there, like after the second dab, and I thought it was just a weed. So I was like, guys, I'm going to bed. And I don't think I had my mattress there at the time. So I was sleeping on the ground in my room. And right as I like turn my lights off and like get like in my blanket, I like do like a corpse pose. And all of a sudden I hear this like really deep like bass noise like drop. And then I'm freaking out, and I like can hear like flies buzzing around me. Kind of, it's like a really gnarly, weird feeling, like I had like become a corpse almost. And then I'm freaking out. I'm trying to like whisper my roommate's name, like asking for help. And he comes in, he's like, "Dude, what's wrong?" I'm like, "I'm dead. I died." He's like, "What?" And then he just leaves. But then like I like keep like calling. He saw I was fucking with him, I think. And he keeps like I keep calling out. And he comes back, and then my other homies like come in. They're like, "Jake, you okay?" I'm like, "No, dude, I'm dead." And all these guys like took some dabs too, so they're all high, and now I'm making them paranoid. So they call the cops, and I'm like, "No, don't." After they call, I'm like, "No, wrong me, I'm fine." But it's too late. We get the knock at the door, and guess who the cops were? Guess what cops rolled up to our place?
That one dude.
The same 2 cops that pulled me over, and they just saw us, and I was like, all of us were, it's all the homies I was smoking with. All of us were just like, no. And they're like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Just like pretending like they don't know us. And we're like, "Oh, fine." I'm like crashing against the door because like I'm having like on top of this bad trip, I'm like noticing these cops that pulled me over before. And I'm like, "Oh, fuck." They're like, "You okay, bud?" I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. They're like, wait, we know you. I'm like, no, we pulled you over a couple of weeks ago. And now they're just fucking me at this point. And then they started like giving us like a really hard lecture about how drugs are bad and how I should have learned my lesson. And they're like, "Yo, you should take your homie to the hospital." And they're like, "Okay." So then I went to the hospital, and they just like while I was like having a panic attack, like being in there, they're just laughing at me because like they knew I was on drugs. And then like I was like, "Fuck, this sucks." And they started detoxing me by just like pumping water into my system. And I started sobering up and realizing what just happened. And I was just like, oh, "This is so embarrassing. This sucks, man." And like I literally sobered up in like 30 minutes like that, and like left. I was like couldn't look any of the nurses in the face just because I was so embarrassed. It was such a bad time. And basically what I learned was like I took a heroic dose, like 5 grams, and just like had basically an ego death.
Ego death. And like had like just like a rush of thoughts, and like just like because I really thought that was it, like I was gonna die, or like I had died. And it's like I had to rethink everything almost. And like for the next like 3 days I was kind of just like blank. But like I came fully back for sure. And I've done like a couple trips since then, but like it really some people just aren't meant to trip, I think. Or maybe it's just a matter of the setting. But I figured like, you know, if I'm not having a good time doing it, probably shouldn't do it anymore. So I basically stopped doing like psychedelic stuff, even though I didn't really do that much. Minus the weed, if you want to classify that as a psychedelic. Nah, I don't think weed's a psychedelic. Unless you're taking fucking like dozens and dozens and dozens, if not 100 milligram plus edibles. Because that's when it gets like, oh my god, I can't. Like,
it's true.
Fuck. Couple questions. Yeah. Why did the cops pull you over in the first story?
Oh, it's actually because that road that we were on closed. Like the road closes, I guess. I didn't know you could like a road does that. Like the road it's closed.
Okay.
And it was it made sense kind of. It's one to Osa Flaca, if you know where that one is. It's
Guadalupe.
Yeah.
No idea, bro.
Anyways,
I'm
like
geographically fucking ahead. I'm not even joking.
You're good, but like it was just like a little hiking spot you can go to. Not even a hike. It's like a trail. And I guess the road closed, and that's why they pulled us over. That was the reason. Like I was following all the rules. Like I passed the sobriety test with flying colors, so lucky for that.
Did they made someone come pick you guys up though?
Yeah, they
Where
like.
did you leave the car?
No, I had someone drive my car, because they said like they didn't want me specifically driving the car.
Why?
Well,
you passed the test.
I passed the test, I know, but it could have just been like procedure or some bullshit, or they just wanted like in the back of their heads they didn't feel comfortable with me driving the car. But I had like my sister come pick me up and drive my homies in my car, and you know she's a real G for that.
Where'd your sister leave her car? Because she had to get out of her car to get in your car. She brought someone. She brought a friend.
Damn. It was such like a gnarly situation. I owed her, but I've picked like my sister up from like the bars and shit. So
you You were on something when you got pulled over.
Yes.
Psychedelics?
I was just on weed. I smoked.
Oh, so that's why you didn't want to like argue with the cops and be like, no, like I'm sober, like let me drive home. Like, you were just like, I'll do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'll do what you want.
We were caught red-handed. Like you were like.
Oh, so they knew you guys were high?
Oh yeah, roll down the windows and like
okay.
smoke blows out like that, like literally from a fucking movie.
Got it. Okay.
So they got us there, but luckily, due to how things are, I didn't get anything. I literally just got a verbal warning, luckily, which is like kind of fucked up, but good in my case, I guess.
Yeah, you mean it's fucked up because no one should even be getting a verbal warning, and it should just be like, oh, you guys are smoking and driving, like keep it up. Keep smoking, like, let me hit it.
I honestly should have got fucked because I was really high. I was like fucked up high, and like sure, I'm capable of driving. Like the only tickets I like gotten is a speeding ticket, and like I was sober then. I like to get places fast, but as rules are, like if you're like fucked up and like paranoid, you probably shouldn't be driving. But at the same time, like I grew up here, I know the roads almost like not better than everyone, but like like in my free time in high school, like I just drive around like on all these back roads, like I know them like the back of my hand.
So you're out here from the Central Coast?
Yes. I'm born and raised.
What city were you born in?
Technically I was born in Santa Maria.
Okay. Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah.
So, but I mostly grew up in Napomo. I had my parents split when I was 2, so I was like going back and forth. Like it was a set schedule. I was with my mom. I was with my dad Wednesday and every other weekend. Then my mom all the other days and every other weekend. It was like that till I was 18. So I was just like going back and forth. And we moved a lot of houses. I grew up in Napomo when I was like till I was 7 with my mom. And then I was with my dad in Grover until I was about 7. Then we just moved back and forth from AG to Grover basically until I moved out to Napomo, back where I basically started.
Did you go to Napomo High School?
No, I didn't. It's really weird. My sister did, but I didn't.
Where did you go to high school?
I went to AG.
Oh, nice.
Rio Grande.
What year did you graduate?
2017.
2017. Okay, all 4 years then.
Yeah, all 4 years. And I went to Paulding for middle school. I went to Grover Heights Elementary, which is it's a wild time there, honestly. But it was a good time, man. I don't regret anything.
Who'd you like living with more, your mom or your dad?
It's it's like a super hard question.
Really?
Yeah. But
who is more strict?
See, it's still super hard, man. Like they're strict in their own ways, and it all kind of the same. I guess I liked my dad's more because I was just I'm my masculine urge to grow up with my father, I guess, and do the shit he does. And that was basically why I would want to be with him when I was growing up, because we would check out car shows and all this other bullshit. He got me into working out, which I fucking love. I still do.
Some alpha male predatorial I'm gonna wear wife beaters.
Exactly.
And, smoke cigarettes.
Not the cigarette part. I mean, I think he did. I think he smoked cigars. I think he still does, but he keeps it hidden. But he was like that. He was good. It was good. It was just from what I understand, I can never know the full story of how and why my mom and dad hate each other, because they're literally telling different sides of the spectrum, completely opposite stories of what happened and what transpired. Mm-hmm. And who am I to know what's right and what's wrong from their point of view, because they're saying completely different things. So I can never nail that part down. So in that point, I could in my mind I could never choose a side.
Do you live? So you live in SLO then, right now?
No, I live in AG now. Actually,
oh, shit.
Right behind the village. I was living.
You came from AG tonight?
Yeah.
Damn, bro, you're fucking hard.
A lot of homies are from here too. It's not a big deal to drive out here, and I usually take the back roads, and I just kind of fucking mob. There's actually a small portion of road that's out of jurisdiction for most of the cops, and only the sheriffs have the jurisdiction out there. So there's less police in a way, I guess. Little loophole, but.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That was basically it. End of the thought.
Okay, so hold on. Where do you work then?
I work at Ember restaurant as an expo, where like I'm the middleman between the cooks and the food. Like I just run it out to the tables.
Where's Ember? AG?
It's an AG off of a Grand. It used to be a pet shop there. There used to be a parrot that flew around in that pet shop back when I was a kid. And the next thing I knew, it's a like 5-star restaurant.
And I was gonna say Ember. I've never been there, but I've seen it, and it looks bougie, classy.
It's really good food,
Okay.
man. Like I usually don't like steaks, for example, but the ribeye steak from there is literally to die for. It's mouthwatering. Like it's so good. I've never had anything like it.
So do you know Cole and Lex then?
Yes, I know Cole and Lex. Cole was my roommate when I was living in SLO at some point.
Okay, nice.
So we were roommates, and I knew Lex through Cole.
Got it.
And they're super cool too.
And then you're also homies with like Liv, Brian,
Mm-hmm.
Aliyah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. You, and correct me if I'm wrong, when you came over for Liv's bar crawl and like we all went downtown slow and got like sauced up and shit, you were like, yo, like I'm down to do a podcast type shit.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck yeah.
Because I knew you're doing podcasts, and I was
Nice.
like, that sounds pretty fun. Like, I got some shit to say. Like, I have a lot of, like, they're controversial, but, like, I'm really, like, equal to everything. Like, I don't know, I guess one topic is, like, slut shaming, fat shaming, I guess. Like, it's super heavy, but, like, it should be... Like, no one should be slut shamed. Like, if you think about it, like, if someone bucks a lot of people, if it's a girl, they're called a slut. If a boy does it, he's getting high fives. Like, it's kind of strange in a way, like, how that's, like, perceived. Like, even I was just at the bar, like, a couple days ago, and we, like, met these, like, random girls who were there. Like, we were just having, like, fun. But then she told us, like, how someone, like, told her, like, get out of the way, slut. And it was just like, whoa. And just because, like, the way she was dressed or something. But it's, like, it's unnecessary hate, you know? Like, there's already enough hate going around in the world. Why add to it?
And that's the thing, like, somewhere down the roots, like, people let the word slut become negative.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, you know what I mean? Like, the word slut has that negative connotation, and it's like a bad word, and if you get called it, like, people get hella insecure and shit. It's like a big, like, insult, I guess, for some people. And in my eyes, like, I'm a slut.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a hoe. Like, me personally, like, I am definitely, like, a hoe. I'm a slut.
Right.
Like, but, like, in my eyes, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
It's a compliment. It is so necessary and so good to sleep with, I'm not going to say with as many people as possible, but it's good to go around and sleep with people, because, like, if you're going around and, you know, having protected sex, being safe about it, sleeping with people, gradually your confidence is going to grow, who you are is going to grow, your connections are going to grow. There's so many perks to going around and sleeping with people, and it doesn't even have to be like a one night stand type shit. It can be multiple night stands, and like you're just, you know, you're feeding your body pleasure on both sides. You're experiencing something good. You're making two parties happy. Like, sex is so fucking good for like your body, like your physiological, like fucking like your hormones and whatnot being released. Like, it's. So I wonder why and when in society the word slut and sleeping with multiple people became such a bad thing. Because in my books, like, my mind's definitely broken, but like, I've always been like, oh dude, like, no, like, go sleep with that person. Like, you guys both want to fuck each other, go fuck each other. And then when you guys are done fucking, I know this person also wants to fuck you, and I know you want to fuck that person, so go fuck that person as well. Like, it's so crucial to have sex, and not enough of it happens.
Yeah.
Not enough of that. Not even near, like, yeah. People need to be having sex way more. Way the fuck more.
Well, especially, it's like a thing of the times right now, too. Like, everyone's...
There's
like,
a war going on right now
Yeah.
between male and female.
Yeah, well, like...
For decent reasons.
It makes sense. Well, like, back to, like, how, like, slut shaming became to be, like, bro, the male, like... male like hypocrisy and like all that type of bullshit's been around for so long. That's like how it started. How like the male is like the perfect human being, or like and all this like all the like most of the gods are taken after a male like a stature, so to speak. And it's just like that's just how it started. Just like how things back in time, how we set a root in our like our minds basically. Like that's what we learned like in history books, like, you know, we learned about all these kings and queens and all that. It's kind of almost the same thing, how it was ingrained into us. But like how like a dude has to be like masculine, has to drive it, like how to drive stick or like build a fucking house from his bare hands, and like all these standards, which is like, yeah, fuck yeah, no, it's cool, like I'm with it for sure. I wish I knew how to do that. Like at the same time, like all my rings and like all my jewelry, I get shit on a lot, like for wearing all my bullshit. But like I just like how it looks. Like it's something cool, something I can accessorize for myself, and like, you know, it's something I can wear and express myself with. And like it's kind of weird that I would get made fun of for that, but
it's not fun hooking up with someone that's only been with like one or two people.
yeah,
Like you, like if I like. Ideally, like if, you know, like that'd be like if I got laid or something and they have like a 50+ person body count, I'm like, yes, like they're experienced, they know what they're doing. Like that's in my book, like that's a fucking like dub.
yeah,
You know, like yeah. But some people are like, oh, like
some people are just uncomfortable.
Some people get
with
weird and they're like, oh my god, like your body has been like tainted with, and just like, dude, like there's showers and people, there's like soap, you know, like
there's condoms. If you're being safe, there's really, if you're getting tested regularly, you shouldn't really have much to worry about as long as you're following like all the procedures. Yeah, you're fine. But then there's also some people that just I guess like don't like having sex as much, I guess, and like say when it gets to that time, like I'm not feeling peer pressured into it, but like I like kind of like that, where like, oh, they want to have sex, maybe like I kind of don't, but like I know they would really like to have sex, and like I do want to, like sex does sound fun, but I just don't know if it'll be fun with this person. And then you like, you know, you do the deed and it comes out with whatever results you have. But there are just some people that keep that doubt in their mind just for some reason. It could be anything, but there are just people like that.
What is your craziest story that you have?
My craziest story, bro?
Yeah. Like a juicy podcast story.
Damn. I just have like short stories basically. Like that one I told at the beginning was like the juiciest one I have. I guess I had like a near-death experience like a couple months ago. That was pretty gnarly. Well, that kind of changed my life. I have this little jam spot that my dad owns. And it's a really old fucking house, and like the dude there, I think used to smoke meth. But anyways, it's like filled with black mold and asbestos. I tried to clean out as best I could. Actually, rewind. I tried to move into this house. Like that was one of the first houses I tried to move into, and then that was right before COVID hit. And I'm pretty sure I got COVID, like the first wave, in that fucking house, along with the asbestos poisoning probably. But like I was just like alone in this house, and it was like no heater, there's no running water. I'm just like fucked basically, and I like lost 20 pounds. Bless you, my man. Woo! Amen.
Keep going.
But I like lost 20 pounds because I couldn't eat, and I was just kept like sweating it out. It was just a really fucking bad time. And like my mom finally just like came out to the place because I like wasn't answering my phone, and like was like, no, I'm good. No chicken nuggies for me.
Ever.
No, I actually don't eat fast food. I just like I feel fucking terrible after I eat it. It's really weird. I've been like on like almost not a vegan grind, but like it's cheaper way to eat, I guess. Like I keep eating bean, cheese, and rice burritos, or I'll eat a really gnarly salad, some Brussels sprouts, just because like it's easier. Because I'm lazy, I hate cooking. Honestly, it's just me. But back to that house, I was it was just the electrical wiring's all fucked up, and I was jamming there with my dad one day, and we plugged our two guitars in, we're jamming a little bit, and then my amp starts making a weird noise, like a ticking, and he's like, that's weird. And I'm like, yeah, it is weird. So he's like, hold my guitar, I'll check it out. And he's plugged into a different amp in a different socket, so when I grabbed his guitar, it completed the circuit because something wasn't grounded. So then I was getting like I had 120 volts going through me, and I was since I was gripping the guitar neck like this, I couldn't let go because like when you're getting electrocuted, your muscles spasm, and so I was just stuck like grabbing this guitar, getting electrocuted, not electrocuted, sorry, shocked. Electrocuted, I guess, entails that I died of electrocution, but so I was getting shocked, and like he tried to like yank the guitar from my hands, and I was just still holding it, and like I just got jolted with it, and honestly in that moment I was like, fuck, this is it, like there's no going back, like I'm gonna die. And then he's like still tries to yank it again, but then he realized you have to like turn off the power, so he turned off the power, and it was about 12 or 15 seconds of me just getting like shocked. I was just like something happened to where I think either he like pushed me really hard or something bounced back and hit me, but I got a gnarly like cut on my lip. I was bleeding hella heavy, and like had like my head was hurting, all this other bullshit. My entire body was tingling. I had 2 thumb rings on at the time, and one completely broke like in half, and the other one got all like malformed and like dug into my hand. And ever since then I've just had like I like was scared to play my electric guitar. Like I haven't played it really since. And like even the music I was listening to, like I was listening to heavy metal and shit like Black Sabbath, and for some reason I like don't listen to it now since then. It's like really weird. I don't know if like a psychological thing, but like now I've just been listening to like an old school rap and shit. But it like completely changed my like music demographic. Like it's really strange how that happened.
It's like some like conditioning type shit. Like if you like press the button and you get like shocked. And
exactly,
like,
bro.
something.
It was just so gnarly, man, and like it really reminds you how fast like your life can go out like that. And like I've like made a decision, like I don't really want to, I guess, live to like 100 if I want to, but not be like no one's gonna remember my name. Like I know it's like cliche to say, but I would love to be like fucking immortalized as a legend, where everyone like fucking talked about me for something, like something good, you know, something like I want to like leave a mark on this earth that helps like the community and this helps like the world. Be it like, you know, just fucking picking up a bunch of trash for a bunch of years, or writing a really cool song that everyone knows. But just something, man.
Why do you think everyone wants to get remembered and like be a legend?
It's because that's the immortality's real, man, and it's about like just being remembered throughout the times. Like fucking, let's see, like Mozart, bro. He's like 300 years old, but we still talk about him. Shakespeare too, and then there's probably people that are from even older times, you know, and like saying like the name really puts power into it, you know, like name has power, and that's what I believe, and that's why I think everyone wants to do it, because like also it's an attention thing. Everyone wants attention, even the people who say they don't want attention. I think they do want attention, and just saying that is giving them attention. Like everyone wants to be remembered, be it doing something good or doing something bad. Me personally, I want to be remembered for something good. But
yeah, I feel like I'd rather just do hella dope shit currently and like fuck like leaving anything behind, I guess. Like yeah. I'd rather just like live in the moment, do a ton of fucking dope shit. Like who cares what people in 200 years like hear or say or think about, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like yeah.
No, that's a good mindset too, man. Like it's all about living in the now. I don't like to think about the future. Fuck no. It's scary. It's really scary. Like I have no idea where I'm gonna be next year even. Like who the fuck knows? I'd love living in the now. Of course, like it's like I guess not responsible, sure, but like I'm having fun. I'm trying to have the best time as I can on this earth. Like, you know, life isn't long. Like I said, like you can like go out like that, and then like, but what will you've had like gained? What will you've done? Did you have a good life? And I want the answer to be yeah. I had fun. I had a good life. I did everything I wanted to do basically, and I like talked to multiple people. I got to learn a bunch about like different perspectives, and that's what I love about this earth, is that there's so many perspectives that we can learn from. Be it like like, you know, like both sides of the political spectrum, there's like still a huge gray area in there, And it's good to know like what someone else thinks and what someone else I guess experiences and what they've built from that, because it gives you a different like perspective. I just think that's something really important that all people should consider.
Did it hurt when you were getting electrocuted?
It was more just like the most uncomfortable thing I've ever felt. Like my entire body was vibrating at such a high like speed. And it was just, I was just stuck. Like imagine sleep paralysis, but like 100 times worse. And like I wasn't in pain, so to speak, but I was screaming so much just because like I didn't know what was happening, and then I realized what was happening. I was still screaming, and it was just so gnarly, man.
You were able to scream while being electrocuted?
I was able to scream, yeah. It was like I've never let out a scream like that. It was really like inhuman. I feel like I probably scarred my father doing that.
I was gonna say, no pun intended, but was your dad in shock?
He was in shock. He was like, the first thing he said afterwards, like after everything was like fine, he's like, so you get any superpowers or anything? I was like, no.
Dude, that's funny. After you got shocked, you just like, you do everything super fast.
Yeah.
Like you become like
become the Flash.
Not as fast, but like
just slightly faster.
Slightly, like your normal walking speed is like 1.2 times faster, or like 20% faster.
Yes.
Like you run 20% faster. Like you fall asleep faster. You nuts faster.
I would take that. Yeah. But unfortunately, I don't think that's what happened. I did a bunch of research into it, and it's like fucking bleak as fuck, honestly. Like when you get shocked, like there's a bunch of like after effects that happen. Of course, like I don't fucking know if like it's happening right now to me or not, but like there's like I guess like I have a really higher chance to become schizophrenic and like all this like bipolar, like a lot of mental stuff.
Fuck.
Because the worst thing happened to me, it didn't pass through like just like from finger to finger or leg to leg. It passed through like my entire chest, and like because I was holding both things in both hands, so it was like the worst thing possible. Like there was like because I had a week time in between that time of getting electrocuted, where like I could have had like a seizure or a heart attack. And like I like told my boss that, I'm like, fuck man, like if this shit happens, let them know I did get shocked, just so they know what to do. But luckily, like I'm here now, so I'm fine. I don't really feel any mental after effects. I don't think, at least.
Do you like working at Ember?
It's a job. It's work. It puts food on the table. I would say that they do really treat me really nice there, and I'm thankful for the job that I have there. The tips are really good. They're very nice, and I get a free beer every now and then. Really nice of them. But the food there is so good, man.
Do you get like free meals or like 50% off?
We get 20% off on a meal, and that's basically it. If we want it, I usually don't, just because like the meal itself is already so expensive, because the ingredients they get are so high quality and so just like good.
Yeah.
That they still have to make their buck, which I totally understand.
Yeah.
And like for example, they have some broccolini that like usually if you eat broccoli raw, it tastes fucking bad. But sometimes like they'll be washing their shit and like they'll leave it in the sink, like some like scraps and shit. And I'll take that shit up and put it on a plate and like eat it later, just because it's so fucking good and it's free food.
Has that plate been on a customer's table?
No.
Okay.
Fuck no. I would never do that.
I know somebody who has been doing that.
Here's the thing. Before COVID, yeah, I did that. If someone, like, dude. Because like there'd be like half a chicken that they paid like $40 for.
$40.
I'm like, that's mine. Like I'll get fucking stuffed off of people's leftovers back then. Now it's kind of it's a way more of a no. And like of course like I've gotten sick multiple times this fucking like these during this COVID times. I really don't know why. Like I even got like I'm like triple vaxxed. I got my booster. 2 weeks later after getting my booster, I got COVID. I got the new strain. So
Omicron?
Yeah.
I think everybody in fucking California got it.
Dude, it's
or the country, I should say.
Basically, man. It wasn't that bad. I had a fever for like a day and then like a cough for about a week. And then that was it. That was fine. It was just like I was like, fuck man. why'd I get all this bullshit if I was just gonna get sick again?
I got hella me and like 5 other people, we all were at New Year's Eve like in Santa Barbara together. We all got so fucking sick, and it was funny because like days before that I dropped my COVID podcast episode, just pretty much like the side that doesn't get talked about enough in terms of like the pandemic and like not necessarily being an anti-vaxxer, but the side that, hey, like the side that's getting demonized for not taking a vaccine. Like I represented that side on like an hour plus like episode, just like about COVID, the whole pandemic, like last 2 years, like our own research, our own facts, our own observations of the outside worlds. And like fucking like I thought we fucking killed it, but like I definitely talked I talked so much fucking shit on like different like. Yeah, and then like 4 days later, I got so fucking sick. Like bedridden for like 48 hours, Damn. Not eating anything, lost my taste, lost my smell, fever, chills, like out of work for like 10 days, just like fucked up. But I was like, okay, like I guess I do need a little karma because like, yeah, I mean, but like I still stand by everything I fucking said. Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, that's good. You still stand by it. But like in my eyes for like this whole COVID thing, like, if you don't want to get vaccinated, like, that's your choice. No one should fucking force you to do anything. Like, that's facts.
Yeah.
But, like, also, like, you have to take into account, like, if you think about, like, polio, when that was all happening, when the vaccine came out, everyone was so, like, thirsty for that. Everyone wanted that. Although, I'm just saying this off the fucking bottom of my ass. I don't actually know if everyone wanted it. But, like, from what I know, like, what's that fucking movie? The one with this, like, the sleigh dogs, a Disney movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Sleigh dogs. Is it a...
It's a Disney movie.
Nah. I wouldn't know.
Anyways,
I literally would not
the whole
know.
premise of it was polio, and that's what I think about every time I think of polio. But, like, I just think about, like, that, like, when, like, a disease comes out and we got the vaccine. Sure, yeah, everyone should get it. But, of course, not everyone's going to get it, and it's still going to circulate everywhere. So it shouldn't be... Like, yeah, you shouldn't really demonize the people who don't want it, I guess. Like, I'm for getting the vaccine for sure, but I'm also for not forcing it on people. Because, you know, this is America. We live here for a reason.
And we won't even go down that route right now.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Dude, do you want to hear... Yeah, I feel like... Fuck, I was definitely going to say a couple things.
I'm here for it, bro. Yeah, you mind if I spark this?
Yeah, dude, go for it. Go for it. You do some smoking, and I can do some talking if you want to do a little trade-off. Dude, this weekend I'm sleep deprived as a motherfucker. My head like hurts, my eyes hurt. It's been fucked. So Thursday night up until like 2 or 3 a.m. working. Got like 5 or 6 hours of sleep. Woke up Friday morning. I think I worked like 7 hours. Came back, did another job for like 2 hours. It was my homie, shout out Hunter Chamberlain. It was his 24th birthday. So then right when I finished doing like a second job, went to the grocery store. He came over, had like a little event here, went downtown, got fucked up, came back, slept like 4 to 5 hours, woke up at 9 a.m., made it to work at 10:15 a.m. on Saturday. Now we're on Saturday. Worked until mid-afternoon, went to my other job in Morro Bay until 9:30, and then did another job for a homie until 3 a.m. And this is last night, and then I had to drop someone off in Morro Bay this morning at 7 a.m.
Fuck that, bro.
So I slept for like 2 hours, woke up at 6 a.m. to get there by 7 type shit. And then had my other job in Morro Bay Sunday morning, this morning at 10:30 a.m. Instead of driving all the way from Morro Bay to SLO, sleeping for like 2 hours and then coming back to Morro Bay, I was just like, dude, I'm already here in Morro Bay. The restaurant's right there. I'm just gonna go into the parking lot with like all my bedding and shit, and then I slept for like 3 hours. Then like woke up at work this morning.
Fuck, man, that's really rough, honestly.
But yeah, no, it is rough. And next weekend I'm not doing relatively anything.
So you're just gonna
I'm gonna chill. The thing is that fucked me up. If it wasn't for the birthday party, I think I'd be chilling because I would have gotten like enough sleep. I would have got caught up from Thursday. I would have went into Saturday completely fine. Yeah. But like because there was just so much fucking shit going on this weekend and stuff, it was fucking hectic. So right now I'm sleep deprived as a motherfucker, and then on top of all of that, money though, cash. Like I'm getting cashed out. Like it was nice. Like I just went to the bank today and it felt fucking amazing. Like yeah. But on top of all of this, I had somebody that's like hella fucking heated at me right now, talking hella fucking shit, wanting me to like do all of this stuff for them after they disappeared out of like pretty much all of our lives for like 6 months.
And then they come back asking for favors?
And they already owed me multiple favors. And now they want me to break my back and do all these favors for them. And I'm like, dude, like, I called somebody who's closer to them and I just went off for like 8 minutes straight. Just like, I was like, because I blocked them on all social media. I blocked their phone number and all that shit. And I was like, yo, if you're ever with this person and they start like doing all of this shit and like bringing me into it, now you know my side of the story. And I just went on for like 8 minutes and pretty much like just gave a lesson on like what respect is and like how you need to treat people accordingly. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But
that's tough.
Yeah, I feel like that's some like podcast material, right?
Yeah, no, I'd love to talk about respect.
But yeah, but I'm stoked that you came on tonight because it's like this is such a good way to end the weekend and I don't work the next 3 days and I'm not doing anything. Yeah. I'm not doing a damn fucking thing.
I'm excited for you, honestly.
Dude, thanks, bro. Thank you. What are you doing this week?
Fucking dude, I'll have to do laundry and a lot of it. That's my number one go-to thing that I have to do. And I have to work out more. It's also a priority.
What gym do you go to?
I go to Fitness 19
in AG. Dude, my homie whose birthday it just was Hunter. He goes there.
Hunter who?
Chamberlain. You guys. I hope you
probably
guys
see him. I don't know I don't think I know him though.
I hope you guys become friends. And sorry, go ahead.
How tall is he? What's he look like?
Like he's like 6 foot.
Okay.
White dude.
There's not many 6 foot people in there.
I'll show you a picture after this podcast.
For sure, thank you.
But yeah, no, that'd be dope as fuck if you guys became friends. Like some gym buddy type shit. Like you're like squatting down and he's like directly like behind you and you guys are like both going like this.
Every time about that like this like spotting that like the squat is so fucking just like it's a bro moment for sure. Like you're just like right in there, you're like, you got this, come on. Let's go. I'm just like, then you lift him up.
But he's like debatedly like groping you and you can just like feel like the warmth from his body like down your entire like
it kind of motivates you to like get up because like you want to get up. It's true though. Fucking no, but I actually need a gym partner now. That'd be fun. Like another thing like working out, dude. I think everyone should work out. That shit's fun. It is like once you like get into it, it's just so fun. It's like everything's a fucking game almost.
You're like lubricating your body. You're literally lubricating your joints, your muscles, your tendons, like shit you would like normally do starts becoming easier. You are literally like making your blood flow better and like going through like your entire body. Like you are like you're literally like you're lubricating your fucking body, bro.
And doing like cardio or anytime like cardiovascular like hit intensity workouts, doing that like makes your heart in general just so much more like easier to work and makes it so much more healthy. And like it's just like so cool. I think it's cool how, like you can just like power up your body because like, you know, of course your body's like really the only thing that you have left, and like when it all comes down to it, like this like body is yours. Like just fucking you can do almost whatever with it. Of course there's like, you know, really special circumstances, but overall and like you should just be able to work it almost to the best physical thing. Because like honestly, bro, like what if it came down like this is about to get like into some like just like some gnarly conspiracy bullshit. Like what if like in the next like 20 years they like went to a gnarly like world war like apocalypse type bullshit.
I'd be so bummed.
Dude,
I don't want to do that right now.
I would instantly just be like, no.
I literally, I don't want to do any sort of war or like ton of people dying. Like I literally just want to chill right now and like.
It wouldn't be just like, no, it'd be worst case scenario, just like such a bad time. Everything just stops. Toilet paper runs out like that. What,
I don't want to do anything like that right now. I literally, no.
Understandable.
Not for me. Like, go into the army if you want to. And, like, that's dope as fuck if you are. But, like, I just don't want to do war. Like, ever again, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do war ever again. Not saying I'm in the fucking war, but, like... I just want people to chill.
No, same.
And, like, make money and like work on themselves and their future.
I can't believe we're at like not a functioning world order yet.
Shit's probably gonna go down, dude, with fucking like North Korea and like China's on some bullshit.
There's actually there's like some shit happening right now between like Ukraine and Russia itself. And like NATO is like trying to say some like stuff how they're like they're gonna back Ukraine if Russia invades. But I've also heard, whoa, look at this little fucking dude. What the fuck?
Whoa.
The thing is just floating. Oh, it's like a little gnat. Anyways. Little mosquito.
Oh, that's a mosquito? I thought that was a spider.
No, I don't think so. There's no way that's floating like
that's
that.
a mosquito. I'm going to smack him.
He's done. Oh, you caught him and threw him out. What the fuck?
I think I broke him, right?
No, he just floated away. I honestly don't even know what that is. That might be just like a little fucking like seed or something.
No, that was this insect for sure.
Why was it floating? Anyways.
That had to be an insect. Would you rather drink like tequila or like whiskey?
If I'd choose between the two?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a pretty good question. Fuck, I'd have to say tequila.
Tequila. That shit's strong. Whiskey's also strong. Tequila is just like... Fuck. Like, if you handed me a shot of tequila and you're like, you gotta take it, I might just yak. But like...
Just, what, beforehand or... Afterwards?
After.
Like,
tequila just tastes like fucking like... There's something else in it. You know, but don't get me wrong. Like I love a good margarita.
But you take the whiskey over it.
Yeah, probably.
It's understandable.
But and like whiskey is strong and it's potent and it does not taste.
But tequila's so much more like sharper.
Yeah, tequila honestly tastes like fucking like vomit almost.
Dude, to me, it tastes just like really concentrated pepper and like chloroform. That's basically it.
What is it? Chloroform's that one thing if you like smell it you pass out or something?
Yeah, if you like inhale it for a certain amount of time you just like conk out.
Dude, I saw this one person today. I went so like when I woke up in Morro Bay I was like starving, so then I like went to like a breakfast place. Have you heard of Shine Cafe in Morro Bay?
Yes.
Okay, so I got 3 spring rolls there for $10. And then this is my first time going there in like years probably. But I had been there before. I just don't live in Morro Bay anymore. So like that's not like my shit to really go to. And then I saw this one homie that I hadn't seen in a while. And I was like, dude, this is fucking crazy. Like what the fuck's going on right now?
Sick.
Yeah.
Dude, Shine Cafe is some really good food. Honestly, there's so many fucking like breakfast places in our town. So many. Like I feel like it like way overshines like dinner places. Like there's just so many breakfast places. Like I could literally name 10 right now, and it's just like easy.
What's your favorite restaurant in SLO County?
In SLO
County.
SLO County, dude. Honestly, I'd have to say like Little Bits. Little Bit's pretty good.
Never heard of it.
It's a place in Grover, but their home fries are insane. And that's why I love it, because like home fries just like comes with everything, and that just makes it really good. And everything else is just like it's breakfast food, you know, eggs. like everything's cooked pretty well.
How often do you work at Ember?
I work usually 4 or 5 days a week.
Okay.
And it's about like 7-hour shifts.
Okay.
Just regular restaurant stuff, you know. Running some plates, taking some food out, being like really nice to customers. Just like, you know, hey, have a good night. Every time they pass in or pass out, I'm just trying to hit everyone with it, see if I get a reaction, basically.
Really?
Yeah, it's like about like 5% of the time that they actually do like respond.
Only 10 or 5%?
Yeah, honestly.
That's impossible.
What do you mean it's impossible?
I feel like every time I say goodbye to someone, they say bye.
A lot of people just like won't respond.
Really? Maybe they're so fucked up because the food tastes so good. They're just like in a trance and like your words aren't like going into their ear.
They're like, we are going to be back here next week.
How do you guys get like the servers? Are they making like stupid tips?
They're making pretty good tips, yeah.
Okay. What's like an average bill?
Dude, fucking average bill, like for, I'd say like 2 people, be like $170.
$170?
If you're trying to go like hard, trying to have a good meal, like I'm talking about like, you know, full course, first course, maybe a little pizza on the second, and then just like entrees on the third, maybe a bottle of wine, some beers. We have a lot of drinks, and like it's pretty good.
So you can eat. So it's not unheard of if there's a $500 tab.
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, that's like for a lot of places though. A lot of people like do party stuff, like you
yeah,
know, multiple people, and if it's all in one bill, it's gonna be up there for. Fuck, I've been in the restaurant business for ever since I started working.
And it's honestly like debatedly like if you don't have like a career like college degree type shit going on, where you're like working like career type shit, like a restaurant business. That's probably like the best thing you can be doing, because you're not making minimum wage at all. You are not even making close to minimum wage. You're making like 20s, 30s plus per hour, and that's like after taxes type shit, you know, because you're walking out with cash in your fucking pocket each shift, you know what I mean? Yeah, like it's important, you know, and it especially or sorry, go ahead.
We do need it. Like it's like definitely a part of our like society and economy. Restaurants are really fun. I guess we're having like almost a shortage of people who want to work at restaurants and like places in general, because like I've just like heard that about other restaurants, and like places are starting to close down. It's kind of crazy. And like whenever like we usually put out like an ad, like a few years ago, it would be like a lot of replies. But now if we put out like an ad, we're lucky to get like 4.
Really?
Yeah, but like we get some people for sure, but like we get way less than we used to. And it's just like I feel like it's that for everywhere too. And it's like kind of like, man.
Did Cole used to work at Ember?
He did. Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys ever work together?
We did a lot, yeah.
Was he a server?
Fuck, I'm trying to remember. No, I don't think so.
How long have you been there for?
I've been there for a collection of like 5 years.
Damn.
4 or 5 years.
Okay, so are you ever gonna serve, or do you serve?
I've chosen not to serve because I honestly like it's like really hard for me to be fake, I guess. Like being like lying to someone's face so I can get like more of a tip. So like, cause like I feel like if some like customer says some bullshit to me, I'm probably gonna be like, what? Like what'd you just fucking say? Cause like if they're like rude to me, I'm gonna be probably rude back, and it's like really hard not to, like, not that I can fake it. It's just like a choice. Like I just don't want to work that. Like if like someone just trying to give me shit, just like for a living. That's how I would think of it.
Well, not everyone who comes in is a douche.
It's true.
Not everyone who comes in is a douche.
It's just a lot of them are, I guess. We get some, like, at the place like I work, we like get some, like a lot.
You guys must have MILFs coming in, right? Because you guys are in AG. You're not in like Los Osos. You're not in Cayucas. You're not in Grove. Like, you're in AG, like, and it's not like there's, like, you know how downtown SLO has a scene? Like, AG downtown, I've never really been, I guess. I can't really say too much, but, like there's families around there, and, like, MILFs.
Yeah, well,
I'm
like,
assuming, right?
it's mostly like AG is like a retirement place or like a family type of town for sure. Like almost every single household is that way. So yeah, there's a lot of sure cute moms that come in like, for sure. I'm like they're hot. Good on them. And no, it's a lot of people. We have some like famous people that come in our restaurant like a lot of the time. Honestly, we had a famous surfer dude. I don't know if he's famous. I heard he's really known that came in the other day. I forgot his name though. But like instantly when he was walking up like our ramp, like we're like, oh, he surfs, and like cause like his hair was like just as slight as like blonde but like white, just like from like surfing. He just looked like literally just like a typical like surfer guy. We're like, oh shit, this guy like is probably pro, and like he was.
And he's gonna tip like 5%.
Yeah, no, they all tip good there.
Okay, that's good.
But we get like some like actual famous people, like the singer of I think the singer of Yes came in there a few times. And it's just like he's super cool and like his style is super good. Like a lot of people come in there with like really like gnarly like outfits sometimes.
When did they offer you a serving position?
I would say like 9 months ago.
Dude, what if you just served like 1 day a week and then did this thing the other days you work? And just to mix it up, try something new, make a little more money.
Shit, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't think they want me as a server. I think they're too they have like the servers they need right now basically. Like adding one more would kind of like conflict interest, and like they don't want someone taking their shifts because everyone's looking for shifts right now.
Got it.
So like it would be a conflict of interest, I think. And like I'm fine with that. Like I'm comfortable with the job I do. And like being also serving would be cool, but I think I'm gonna like move out of the area before I like really dive into that. And like I don't want to fuck them over that. Just like work there for a year, like a few months, and then just leave. It'd be kind of whack, but
not necessarily. You've been there for 5 years, dude. You have leniency and flexibility.
It's
like,
true.
You should be able to like. I mean, dude, at a place like that, like. You can eat like that'd be dope if your position was what you're doing right now, and then if you guys are like a little slow, someone wanted to go home early or something, you just take like a table or two and you're just like this like flex person who like bounces around. You're the wide receiver and the running back, like you know what I mean? Like, and like, yeah, say you do dip out of this place like in 6 months from now or something, I don't think you fucked them over because like there's one, what you just said, people are looking for shifts, and two, like being a server at a place like that, your position will easily get filled in. You know what I mean? But where are you going?
Shit, I'm gonna try to go to Washington.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I've never even been, but just like it just sounds like such a cool place. I'd really be about like the mistiness and like the cold. I really like the cold. I much prefer the cold over the heat. And honestly, bro, like the sun, like in my opinion, is so fucking bright. Like too bright sometimes. Like I walk outside, I'm just like, fuck. And I heard that place is pretty, just like wet in general. I'm with it.
So that's why people want to move there, because they're like you and they're like, dude, I can't do the sun anymore. Yeah. I can't do the fucking sun. I need to get in a cold, dark environment and just not leave.
Like a fucking like lizard or something. That's basically how I feel. Not that I'm a lizard person or something, but
dude, that's what a lizard person would fucking say.
No. But and it's a beautiful fucking place. It's like literally like a fucking like fairy tale basically.
How do you spell QAnon?
QAnon with a big Q and then anon.
Spell it.
QANON.
Got it.
Why the question? What is
you said lizard people. And I was like, I did. So Google taught me how to spell that word, QAnon, and I was just like, okay, let's see if you know how to spell it, I guess. And maybe Google's wrong or you're going to be wrong, and I may be able to correct you. You know?
I don't know the answer. Honestly, I've never Googled it. I thought it was just the big Q and then anon.
Yeah, you're right. How the fuck did you know how to spell it?
I've seen memes. I just base everything off memes. There's a lot of QAnon memes.
Your name on Instagram is Jake Cake.
Yeah.
Damn, you like cake?
I do. Well, I like lemon cake, and that's about it.
Lemon cake?
Lemon cake, yeah.
Okay.
Like a lemon meringue pie or lemon meringue cake. Anything lemon or citrusy, I'm gonna eat. I think that shit's bomb. Yeah, I do like cake.
Do you like do you know what a champagne cake is?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, I'm not even gonna explain it then.
What? Explain it. You can't just leave me hanging like that.
No, it's just kind of like a white cake. I haven't had one in probably like 8 years, but it's like a white cake. Frosting, I want to say it's like either like white or kind of like white pinkish, and there's like these big curly like pink things on top of it, and it doesn't have a strong potent taste, but it's just enough to know you're like eating something kind of sweet, and it tastes not like champagne but like a good sweet cake. And almost like in that same category as like, I don't want to say lemony or citrusy, but it's not anything like chocolate or like peanut butter or vanilla. Maybe a little vanilla.
Is like
vanilla.
tart? Like, would you say it's tart?
No.
Creamy?
No. It's pretty creamy. It's pretty creamy.
It does sound good.
Do you like chocolate cake?
I do like chocolate cake.
Okay, nice. Do you like the yellow cake with like the chocolate icing, or you like the brown cake with chocolate icing?
If I'm getting chocolate, it's gonna be like a triple chocolate cake.
Nice.
I'm saying that 5 times fast.
Triple chocolate cake, triple chocolate cake.
See, it's fucking hard. But yeah, if I'm getting something like that, it's gonna be like gnarly chocolate. Like, have you ever had like those like a brownie that's like quadruple chocolate or some bullshit?
Probably.
It's
Yeah.
like chocolate and like some like chocolates like sprinkles on the top, chocolate chips inside with chocolate goop inside, just like Then you get like a stomach ache afterwards, but it's worth it.
Have you ever been in a relationship?
Yes.
Currently, recently, or none of the above?
I mean, it's been like a while, I would say.
Nice.
I'm just kind of chilling right now. I feel like if I want to go after someone right now, I'll like notice. I'll feel something, I guess. That's what I would like to believe.
Would you fuck a coworker?
No.
It's kind of sketchy.
I follow the saying, I don't shit where I sleep.
Nice.
And like, yeah, no, if I'm working somewhere, no.
Last thing, and then I need to go to the fuck to bed.
Word.
There's like people, local artists here, they're rappers, they put a ton of like effort into what they do. Like it's literally like they do work to make money to live, and then they rap. Like that's all they fucking do. Like they're super into it, super about it, invest tons of time, tons of money into it, tons of energy. And like they've been on this podcast before. I've been to their houses, turned up with them, like just kicked it with them on fucking Friday, when we all went downtown and shit. They're performing this coming Wednesday in downtown.
I know about it. Yeah, now I'm going to it
at Frog and Beach.
Yeah.
We're going to it.
No way,
dude. Yeah, fuck yeah. Like me, Liv, my homie Hunter, and then and then Taj, and then I think we're trying to get like a few other people. If you want to roll with us, come pregame, feel free. More than welcome to.
I might be working, but if I'm not, I'll definitely be there afterwards. That's like my plan, basically.
Okay, nice. But I just wanted to say, like, when people put in, and I guess you kind of have to know them or like know about them to like realize like when people are like grinding and hustling and like this is like really what they fucking care about. But it's almost kind of like you almost can't deny like when something like this pops up and it's like, okay, cool, like I don't work on Wednesday nights, why wouldn't I go? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's probably gonna be dope. It's probably gonna be chill. You're gonna see some homies that type shit. Like, why not just go? Like, it's almost kind of hard to deny. Like, oh, like I'm gonna some people just kind of brush it off. Like, oh, I'm gonna do something else, or like, oh, like my I could be flexible with my schedule, but I'm gonna keep these current plans. You know what I mean? But like when I like see and feel what they're doing and like how hard they're working, it's like, dude, like I can't deny you. Like I'm gonna go to your shit because you're so passionate about it. Like why not just go for a couple hours? Why not just fucking go for a couple hours?
I mean, it's something.
I'm going, and I'm bringing as many people as I fucking can.
Because it's something, man. Like not a lot of stuff happens here either. And like I see, like so like you said, someone building themselves up and like doing good shit.
They care. They really fucking care about like their shit, and like it's gonna be kind of fun, like cruising by for a little bit and like supporting some local artists.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
No, it'll be super fun and chill. It'll be like, that guy's actually come to Ember once. Like a couple people from the group. One came like for it to go, I guess. But like he was super nice. Like asked me like what my name was, and like it was like super cool. You know, made a point to recognize a person, I guess.
Fuck yeah.
It was nice. Like that was really nice. And no, they're all super cool people, and like they really are like hustling, like grinding right now, like super hard. Definitely harder than like anyone I know.
For sure, bro. Anything you want to end on yourself? Anything you want to say for anybody watching? Anything you need to get off your chest, your mind, your soul? You're about to go all the way home to AG?
I'm probably going to chill for like a small second and then head on over. But regardless, guess for everyone listening, just like do what you want to do. Fucking have a good time. Live a good life. Be responsible. And yeah.
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
You guys heard it from Jake himself. Dude, I appreciate you coming on. Good shit, man. Thank you. Man. Yeah, thank you for tuning in to a little bit of my